What is fear and why does it stand in the way of our happiness and success? More importantly, how do we identify those fear factors and remove them? Webster's dictionary defines fear as an emotion aroused by impending danger, evil, or pain, whether the threat is real or imagined. Fear is described by some as false evidence appearing real. Fear is the natural response to the unknown. Essentially, what it boils down to is that fear is one of the most powerful of all human emotions, and it keeps us many times from doing the things we want to do. Understand and control it, or it will control and in many cases destroy you. Whether you're selling ideas, products, services, or just yourself, when you gain control of your fears, you will become happier, more influential, and successful in your business and personal life. In sales, we rarely address the subject of fear. Many times, it's avoided because it's considered a negative. However, positive thinking doesn't mean you close your eyes to reality. Let's use business development or cold calling, what I identify as the most important factor in sales success, as an example. The starting point in building this skill is to admit and then control the normal fear of disapproval and rejection. Once we identify the causes of fear and remove them, our fears will begin to fade away. Here are 5 of the most common causes of fear and a brief remedy to remove them. Number 1, lack of skill. When you lack skill, you lack confidence. When you lack confidence, you experience fear. Ask yourself these 3 questions. What do I need to learn about my products and services that would make me more competent, therefore more confident? What do I need to learn about my product's application to my client's needs, ultimately creating more perceived value for my product and company? And finally, what do I need to learn about selling skills in general that would validate me as a specialist in my field and a moneymaker for my client? Answer these 3 questions and you're on your way to eliminating fear, which causes all call reluctance. Number 2, our need for approval. The need to gain approval is buried deep in our minds. It was placed there as infants. Our parents clapped and rewarded us for good behavior. Their disapproval was evident when we behaved badly. Later, it was approval of our teachers, then our first boss, and finally, our girlfriend, wife, and her family and friends. Consider this. When our expectations are set and not met, we feel rejected. The answer is setting proper expectations, realistic expectations, in turn eliminating disappointment and disapproval, which removes fear. Number 3, faulty sense of reality. Do you perceive normal indifference as rejection? Indifference is normal. It's a common response from a busy stranger. Making uninvited initial contacts with complete strangers should be greeted with resistance. You should count on it. Resistance should be anticipated and prepared for. Once you see things as they are, you're on your way to eliminating fear and rejection. Number 4, poor self-image. Self-image is simply your overall opinion of your talents and abilities. It's basically how you see yourself. Self-image is like a thermostat. You move the lever and set the temperature. We can choose to see ourselves any way we want. From a sales point of view, it's imperative that you see yourself as a competent, knowledgeable expert in your field. Someone equipped with ideas and concepts that will benefit those you call on. If not, doubt sets in. Once you doubt yourself, you render yourself inactive. Take a moment and make a list of 10, 15, 25 things you do really well. Next time doubt sets in, pull out your list and read it. Remember, you become what you think about. Number 5, and possibly most important, negative self-talk. The voice in our head is very powerful and in many cases constant. Studies show what we think, we believe. Control your thoughts, that voice in your head, and you can move mountains. Simply stated, if we choose to think positive thoughts, we'll get positive results. If we think negative thoughts, we'll get negative results. Here are 2 creative ways to solve this problem. 1. Have an alternate positive thought packed and ready to go to replace the negative one floating in your head. Your children, your health, the love of family and friends. When those negative thoughts appear, say stop and insert this alternate happy positive thought. Sound crazy? Believe me, it works. Secondly, when the negative thought is complete, say the word however. I hate cold calls. However, it's the key to making money and being successful. I hate going to see my in-laws. However, it makes my wife happy. When she's happy, I'm happy. In closing, these ideas and strategies will only be effective if you practice them. Habits, good habits, positive, productive habits must be repeated and reinforced to work.